Well, I started supporting Preston really when I was probably about 8 or 9 years old, and started watching them when I was probably 13, 14 years old. And I think the reason I didn't start watching them when I was so young, when I was 7 or 8, was I lived in Settle in North Yorkshire, which is 35 miles away from Preston, and it involved travelling on the train from Hellifield, a little village just outside Settle, to Blackburn, and then changing trains at Blackburn and getting the train to Preston. I was on my own as a kid and used to walk from Preston Station to Deepdale, which anybody who knows that knows how far that is. So from about 13 onwards I was doing that on a fairly regular basis. My father was a train driver, so I used to get cheaper travel, and that's, I suppose, how I could afford to travel, or how my father could afford to pay for me to travel to Preston in those days. The two nearest clubs were Burnley, which was about 18 miles away, and Blackburn, which was about 25 miles away, and Bradford. We weren't that far away from Bradford. In fact, most of the local people supported Bradford or Burnley. But I wanted to support Preston because I'd seen Tom Finney, and there was nobody like him as far as I was concerned, and that's why I started supporting Preston. And I've been a Preston supporter ever since. I've got three, now I've got, in those days, when I was 13, 14, I had one season ticket that I kept going until I started work, really, and then I got involved in business, which took me to live in the United States for a short period of time and live in Europe for quite a long period of time, so I missed my Preston watching, and now I'm watching them with 3 season tickets. My wife, who was an ex-West Brom supporter, is now a Preston supporter. She's got a season ticket, and we've got our grandson a season ticket, who actually lives in Birmingham, but he regularly comes to stay with us over the weekend, and when Preston's at home, and we bring him to Preston. Yeah, it's 110 miles from home to Preston, so it's a 220-mile round trip, and in the mountains, before we get onto the motorways, it's a pretty miserable road, so it's a good 2 hours journey from home to Preston to here.